السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في محاضرة Fiqh of Siyam. Alhamdulillah, I welcome you all to the class of Fiqh of Siyam. And yesterday we had a topic about spotting the moon. And we learned that if there are if there's one witness for the starting of Ramadan, that's enough. And if there are two witnesses for the end of Ramadan, that's enough. So the requirement is one person for the beginning of Ramadan and two people for the end of Ramadan, right? Two witnesses. So today we will talk about spotting the moon in one country. Is it enough for all the Muslims or not, right? And there are people who say that we need to follow the spotting of the country of Saudi or other countries and so on. So this is what this topic deals with, right? And it's a controversial issue again. Is it enough that if you spot it in one country, for example, Saudi, and then is it mandatory on all the people to follow it or not? So let's begin. Siyamul bilad al mujawira. Mujawira is neighboring countries, li balad al ru'yati. In the country which the moon has been sighted, that is the sighting country, the host country, is it mandatory on others also to follow? Inna hadha alladhi dhakarnahu min wujub as-siyam. Whatever we have mentioned of the fasting being mandatory بالرؤية, when the moon is sighted, أو غيرها إنما هو بالنسبة لأهل البلد. It is we were only speaking about one country. الذين رؤي الهلال, in which the moon was sighted في أفقههم. ولكن هل يلزم هذا جميع الأمصار? But does it make that all of them, all countries, should it be is it possible that all countries should follow? Amsar is the plural of Misr. Misr is not Egypt here, right? Misr means any city. It comes in the Qur'an also. Misr means any city, and the plural is Amsar. Amsar Islamiyatil Ukhra. So is it mandatory on all of them? وإن لم يروا الهلال في أفقهم, even though the moon was not sighted in his ufuq. Ufuq is the horizon. Even though we have not seen the moon in their horizon, so will it be mandatory for all of them to fast? Right? So that's what he's dealing with this topic now. على معنى, meaning that أنه هل يجب الصيام, is it mandatory fasting on other countries? You see in one country, you see in Australia, for example, so other countries neighboring to it, or maybe the whole of the Islamic countries, should they fast following the sighting of Australia? Right? أنه هل يجب الصيام على جميع المسلمين بظهور الهلال في أي بقعة أو ديار من بقاع الإسلام. In the Islamic countries or Islamic countries, in Islamic areas, wherever the moon has been sighted, does it mandatory? أم أن لكل بقعة مطلعا خاصا, right? Or for every area, where every buqa means an area, does it have a specific matla? Matla is, we need to sight it again and again. ولا يجب عليه الصيام برؤية الهلال في بقعة أخرى تخالفها في المطلب. Or it's not mandatory on it to fast. I mean, if you see in Australia, so it will not be mandatory on India or other countries. وإنما يجب عليها إذا ظهر الهلال في أفقها. The fasting will be mandatory only if the moon is sighted in India or whichever country. Right? ذهب الشافعية, and this is Imam the Shafi'is, في أصح الأقوال عندهم إلا أنه إن رؤي الهلال ببلد. So the Shafi'iyya have said that if moon has been sighted in one place, right? So this is one country and moon has been sighted here, right? لا يجب على أهل البلاد الأخرى. So this is another country here, and it is not mandatory according to the Shafi'iyya. الذين يخالفونهم في المطلع, for whom the moon was not sighted. It was not sighted, right? لا يجب عليهم الصيام برؤية تلك البلد. So they should not fast and they should complete 30 days. وإنما يجب الصيام فقط على أهل البلد الذين رأوا الهلال. So the fasting will be limited to this country, right? This country, not to other countries, right? ومن شاركهم في المطلع, and whoever whoever sees the moon, whoever participates in the sighting of the moon. وهو اختيار الخاصم, and this has been opinion of Qasim ibn Muhammad, Salim ibn Abdullah, وعكرمة, right? رحمهم الله. وبه قال إسحاق بن راهوي وحكى الترمذي عن أهل العلم. من ترمذي حسن وخالف بذلك. But Abu Hanifa رحمة الله عليه ومالك, right? وأحمد ابن حنبل رحمهم الله والليث بن سعد فذهبوا إلى أن الهلال إذا رؤي في بلد فإنه يجب على الجميع المسلم في جميع الأقطار الصيام. Right? So all the countries should fast according to the majority of the scholars. Right? According to the majority of them, all of them should fast. Right? And that's what they say. Right? That's what the Abu Hanifa says, Malik says, Ahmad ibn Hanbal says, Imam, Imam, and they say all of them should fast. Right? واقفهم على المطلع أم خالفهم, even if they agree with their sighting of the moon or not, right? So that is what they say. I mean, this is the opinion which is there, and even till today this is an opinion, and where scholars have said that if everyone agrees, then it is fine to have one moon sighting, right? It's fine, but nobody will agree, right? So that's an issue. But Shafi'i said, the Imam Shafi'i, and this is the correct, inshallah, وَمَنْ ذَهَبَ مَذْهَبَهُمْ بِمَا رَوَاهُ مُسْلِمْ وَأَبُو داود والترمذي والنسائي عن كريب أن قال, right, hadith of Imam Muslim, that Qurayb says, قال رأيت الهلال, right, I saw the moon بالشام. So he was in Syria. So this is Syria. He saw the moon here, right? Or Syria. He saw the moon here, and Hijaz is here, right? Hijaz is here. So Syria, he saw the moon here. ثم قدمت المدينة. So from Syria he came to Hijaz. فقال ابن عباس. So Ibn Abbas asked him, right, in Mecca. So he asked him, did you see متى رأيتم الهلال? When did you see the moon? قلت ليلة الجمعة. I saw it on Jum'ah night, right? And I saw it in Syria in Jum'ah. قال أنت رأيته? And did you actually see it? قلت نعم, yes, I saw it in الجمعة. ورآه الناس, and people also saw the moon. وصام معاوية. Even they fasted, and Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, who was the governor, right? Who was the governor in Sham, in Syria. فقال أي ابن Abbas, that is Ibn Abbas said, لكننا رأيناه ليلة السبت. But we saw the moon on Saturday, right? We saw it on Saturday. You guys are telling that you saw it on Friday, but we saw it on Saturday, right? فلا نزال نصوم حتى نكمل العدة. So we will follow what we have seen. We'll start fasting from Sunday, is what he's saying. Right? فلا حتى نكمل العدة, until we complete the period. فقلت أولا تكفي برؤية معاوية وصيامه. That is it not enough that Muawiyah has seen radiallahu anhu and his fasting, right? Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, is it not enough for you? قال لا, no. هكذا أمرنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. This is how the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم has commanded us, right? So the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم commanded us, and this is a clear hadith. That's what he says, right? So in Syria they followed a different sighting of the moon. In Hijaz they followed a different sighting of the moon, right? And this is what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us. Why? Because there are several technical issues also. Because what happens is, like, if there's no technology today, if you have technology, it's very easy to transfer information. But what about if there's no technology, or there's a technology dropout? So how can you make someone? How can the news travel from one country to the other? It takes years, and not years. It takes days and days, right? Or months maybe, for news to travel from one place to another. For example, Saudi to India, it takes so many days if there was no technology. So Islam is not dependent on technology. So Alhamdulillah, this is the correct view, that every area will follow their area. But if everyone agrees, right, if the country agrees, okay, we'll follow all of them, then it's fine, right? فالحديث صحيح صريح. This is a clear hadith, واضح, right? It's very clear. في وجوب مراعاة الاختلاف المطالع في الصيام والله أعلم. That we need to follow. Every country should follow their own sighting, right? Their own sighting. And this is very clear, alhamdulillah. This is very clear that everyone should follow their own citing. Every country and every place, it depends on the people also, right? And the scholars, وَقَدْ رَتَّبَ الْفُقَهَاء, the fuqaha, the faqih, the fuqaha have, the jurists have implied, have entailed that على هذا الاختلاف الناتج عن اختلاف المطلع رتب على أمور منها. So they said the following points are considered for the ikhtilaf, for the difference, right? Ikhtilaf means difference, right? And the result, for the result uh, of this result. So they said the first point, for like if a person is traveling, for example, from Saudi, he's traveling to India, right? India. So he's traveling from Saudi to India. So there are several things that could happen. One thing, he was fasting in Saudi. Generally, that was happen. That's what happened, right? And here they've not yet started fasting, and this could happen. Or if a person is in Australia and they are not yet fasting, so he was no, I mean it could be reverse of it. He was not fasting here from Australia, but when he came, he has to fast, or something like that. So there's so many cases could happen. There's so many cases which could happen where things could go. I mean, things could happen. So first case is إذا سافر إنسان من بلد رؤي فيه الهلال. So a person is traveling from one country where the moon is sighted, right? You see the moon here. You see the moon. إلى بلد آخر لم يرى فيه الهلال. To a country where the moon has not been sighted. There's no moon sight. I safara min baladihi sa'iman. That is, he traveled from his country fasting. So he was fasting like Saudi, right? They had first Ramadan. Here it's 30 Shaban, right? We didn't see the moon. Ila baladin akhar lam yajib alayhi siyam. So he comes to a country where there's Ramadan has not started. So fasting is not mandatory on him. لعدم رؤية الهلال فيه, because the moon has not been sighted. فإنه يجب عليه أن يوافقهم. So it is mandatory on him that he follows في صيامهم إلى منتهاه. Right? So he should follow the country which he is in, that is India, and he should follow till the end. فإن صاموا 30 يوما, if they fast 30 days, that's fine. صام معهم 30 يوما. Right? وإن كان في الحقيقة قد صام واحدا و30 يوما لأنه كان قد صام قبلهم بيوم في بلد الذي رؤي فيه البلال قبلهم بيوم. Even though he might have fasted 31 days, right? Even though he might have fasted in actuality 31 days, right? Because in Saudi, right, he fasted one day and then he came back and again he fasted 30 days, right, to India. So he fasted actually 31 days, so there's no problem at all. There's no problem. Or if he's coming during the time when he's fasting, then he could break his fast also, right? He could break his fast and there's no problem at all, because here there's no Ramadan. So this is the the home country, and this is the destination country. So home country and destination country. From the home country, he is like he fasted one day, or he's half of his fast is done. When he comes back, he should follow these people, yeah, destination country, because he's going to stay here, right, in India. He's going to stay the whole Ramadan, right? وذلك لأنه صار بالانتقال إلى بلدهم واحدا منهم. So he became one with the people of the country when he came back, right? فيلزمه حكمهم. So it is mandatory on him to follow the rule of that country. So what happened? Again, this is the first case, right? He's in Saudi or some country. He fasted one day, or he started his fasting, and then he came back to India, and this is India, so he came back to India, so he should break his fast, or he can continue his fast, no problem, but he should continue with the people of India. This is the first case, right? So that will, even if he fasts 31 days, there's no problem at all, right? وروى ابن عباس أمرا قريبا كذلك, and right, even Ibn Abbas said something like that, right? This is a call from Ibn Abbas, right? Inshallah, this should be qariban. I should off. There's no word qarib. There's no word, I said. So qariban bidhalika, which is closer to this issue. So this is the first case which could happen, right? A person is traveling from one country to other, right? I hope it is clear, inshallah. But things could be opposite also. In akasa fil ahdi hadal amr. It could be opposite also, right? It could be opposite also, right? One second. Okay, so this could be reversed also, inverted also. Maida, or it could be reversed also. فسافر من بلد الذي تأخرت فيه الرؤية إلى بلد الذي رؤي فيه الهلال. Right. So what happened? He's traveling from India, right? He's traveling to India to Saudi, right? These people have not seen the moon, right? But these people have seen the moon, and they already fasted. One day is over, right? One day is over, or half a day is over, right? أي ذهب من بلد الذي صام أهله يوم السبت مثلا. For example, he on Saturday, for example, they started the fasting on Saturday, but he is traveling on Saturday, and he will reach on Saturday. لتأخذ الهلال إلى بلد الذي صام أهله يوم الجمعة. Oh, sorry, Friday. So these people fasted on Friday, and he started on Saturday, or even on Friday night or something, whatever, right? So what should he do now, right? Should he make up one day? So إلى بلد صام يوم الجمعة أي قبلهم بيوم. So they are one day before, right? وفي هذه الحالة قالوا يجب عليه أن يفطر معهم. It is mandatory on him that he should uh, break their fast accordingly. So if like it is mandatory on him to break the fast. So he should go and continue fasting, right? So if there are 29 days or 28 days left, he should fast. But what happens? He didn't fast any days here, right? Zero. He didn't fast any days here. So this is an issue, right? He didn't fast any days here because here he was zero. Here he fasted only 28 days. So they say we need to make up one day because a month can be of one day. So that's what he says, right? Lamma rawahu Abu Dawud. So this is what narrated by Abu Dawud, Tirmidhi, Ibn Majah, and Abi Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam qal, as-sawmu yawma yasumun. The fasting is when they fast, when the people fast. Wal fitru yawma yuftirun. And the people, when they break the fast, that is the fitr, that is the Eid. Wal adha yawma yadhun. And adha, the sacrifice, is the day of when people do it, right? ولكن يترتب على هذا الإشكال. And this is the problem, right? That he fasted only 28 days, right? There's a problem. وهو أن بلد الذي سافر إليه وكان قد صام أهله قبل البلد الذي جاء منه. So the people in Saudi fasted one day before. So وربما صار رمضان عندهم 29 يوما. So they have 29 days totally. وفي هذه الحالة يكون قد صام في الحقيقة 28. Right? This person only fasted 28 days يوما لأنه في اليوم الأول كان مفطرا, because the first day he was in India, right? قالوا وفي هذه الحالة, what he should do, one day he should make it up later on, because you cannot have 28 days of Ramadan, right? You have to have 29 or 30. So for في هذه الحالة يجب عليه أن يقضي يوما, he should complete one day لأن الشهر لا يكون 28 يوما, because a month cannot be of 28 days. بخلاف ما لو صاموا 30 يوما, right? In contrast to the people of those who followed fasted 30 days. ويكون قد صام هو في هذه 29 يوما فقالوا. Now things could happen, right? Like he fasted, he didn't fast anything here, but in Saudi they fasted 30 days. But this guy fasted only 29 days, right? He fasted only 29 days. So should he complete 30 days according to Saudi's calendar? Right? They say la qada alayhi, there's no problem at all, because a month can be of 29 days also. لأن الشهر قد يكون كذلك. Right? So this is the case number 2. What was the first case? First case was they saw the they saw the moon and he fasted one day or something, and they came back to India. So he should fast along with the destination country, right? In destination country, there's no problem here at all, because he already fasted one day. These people have not started and they are still in 30 Shaban, so there's no issues at all, right? There's no issues. He should just continue fasting with them, right? Or he could break it fast also. I could, even if he fasts 31 days, there's no problem at all, right? 31 days, because he fasted one day in Saudi. Now, when going back from India to Saudi, this could happen, right? They did not see the moon, no moon at all. Here, they already fasted 1 day. So if he fasts 29 days, then it's okay. Even though they might fast 30 days. If he fasts 28, right, then he should complete 1 day later on. He should complete, because the month, ultimately, he should see that he's completing 29 days, whatever the case. That is what is the story, right? Ultimately, he should see that he's completing 29 days. Khalas, right? Third case could be ما إذا صام إنسان في بلده. So a person is traveling from his country وأتم صيامه ودخل يوم العيد فأفطر. So these guys, he's traveling now at the end of Ramadan. So this guy, these people have fasted for 30 days. Alhamdulillah, there's Eid now. On Eid day, he's traveling to Saudi, right? ثم سافر بالطائرة لبلد كانت الرؤية قد تأخرت عنده. These people have not yet done Eid. وهم الآن الصيام فإنه يجب عليه في هذه أن يمسك صيام بقية اليوم. So what he should do is he should fast along with them, of course, right? He should fast, even though there's Eid here, but he went here and there's no Eid here. So he should fast along them. لأنه بالانتقال إليهم صار واحدا. He became one with this country, right? He became one this country. So he should try to fast, right, on that day. And that day ولزم حكمهم, and their ruling will apply to him. إلا أنه لا إثم عليه بفطره قطعا ولا يلزمه القضاء. Except he is not required to do qada here. So, right? So, like for example, even if he does not fast, like for example, he's in India on Eid day, right? They are celebrating Eid here, and from Eid day he goes to Saudi, and these people are still. It should actually be opposite, because Saudi people fast. So in Saudi there's Eid, right? There's Eid here, and they're celebrating Eid and all that. On the Eid day, he comes back to India to celebrate with his country, right? And they are still fasting. So what could happen is he comes in between the day, right? So he already did 30 days. So is it mandatory on him to fast? No. If he is able to fast, then it's okay, right? It's okay to fast. If he does not fast also, there's no, he need not make up, because he already completed his 30 days. And he need not make up, because there's no strict rule. If he wants, he can fast, alhamdulillah. But if he does not, لا يلزمه القضاء, then he need not have a qada of the fast. وقياس هذا أو نظيره في تبعيد يوما اليوم ما لو ثبت الهلال رمضان يوم الشك. Right? وهو يوم الثلاثين من شعبان وقد أفطر الناس لعدم رؤية الهلال الليلة السابقة. So he says, because of this يوم الشك, because one day you might not see a fast, so he does qiyas on that. He analogy, right? في تبعيد, that you need to, like, it's not clear. وهو يوم الثلاثين من شعبان, and it is they need to complete the day, right? 29 days, like the moon was sighted or not, so that became yawm shak. So better they they fast, they complete 30 days. وقد أفطر الناس لعدم رؤية الهلال الليلة السابقة, because previously they were not able to see the moon, so they completed 30 days. Afterwards they did not fast. فإذا ما ثبتت رؤيته بأن شهد الشهود في النهار, right? So but next morning what happened was, news came, oh, the moon was sighted, right? Right? That right? So like for example, 11 o'clock in the morning, they got to know, oh, that news came, oh, yesterday the moon was sighted and nobody's told us. So the people from 11 a.m. to the iftar time, they should not eat or drink anything. Although this is not a fast, this is like, respecting Ramadan. And yumsiku baqiyat al-yawm, for the rest of the day they should stop eating. وَإِن كَانُوا قَدْ أَفْطَرُوا فِي أَوَّلِ, even though from the morning to 11 they were eating and drinking when the news came, right? So they should stop eating till the iftar, and after Eid is done, they should complete 1 day more, right? Wallahu alam. This is Wallahu alam. So that's what he said. This is a third case, right? So he celebrated Eid here, he went to Saudi, and these people are he came back from Saudi, whatever, and these people are not celebrating Eid, they are fasting. So if he comes in the daytime, he says that he should stop eating till the iftar time, right? But there's no qada on him. There's no qada on him for the respect of Ramadan. Right? So this is what a qiyas of the scholars. Right? This is what a topic. Khalas. This is what is topic. So three cases again. Let me repeat. Right? Very confusing, and many people travel and they keep asking this. Right? Inshallah. So here. So the first case is again. First case. Uh, what happened? He was in Saudi. These people were fasting. Right? These people were fasting. He fasted one day, and he came back to India. There's no problem at all, and they're not fasting. So what he should do? He should just continue with this whenever, even though he might fast, is equal to 31 days, right? 31 days is done. There's no problem at all, right? Now from India, he goes back to Saudi, right? And here they did not see the fast. They did not see the moon, right? But here they already fasted one day, right? So if he goes back and he fasts 29 days, then there's no problem at all, because a month can be of 29 days, no problem at all. But if you fast 28 days, because these people fasted 29, in Saudi they fasted 29, right? Because one day before. So he should complete one day more, right? Because he cannot have 29 days, right? 29 days. Then next, from Saudi, he comes back to India again, right? He comes back to India, and they already have Eid here. So they completed 30 days or whatever, 29 or 30 days. Here, they're still fasting. They're already on 29th day or 30th fast. So what he should do? He should stop eating, right? No eating. No eating till the end of the day. And that's it. I mean, nothing he has to do more. I mean, there's no qada. There's no qada on him. So he should just stop eating just for respect of Ramadan. And there's no qada on him. There's no problem at all. So these are the three cases which could happen, right? Any other? I think this is, inshallah, very clear. Inshallah. And this happens a lot, right? Inshallah, this happens a lot when we are going for Saudi or whichever country, right? But this happens, right? Ultimately, what should happen is we should complete 29 days. Extra days is fine. This is fine. Fasting 31 or 32 days is totally fine. But it should not be less than 29, right? It should not be less than 29 days, right? Because a month cannot be shorter than 29 days, right? Alhamdulillah. So this is what is the topic, inshallah. Right? Inshallah. Barakallah. Next, let's go to the next topic. Now he goes into shurutu sihat siyam, that is the conditions of the fasting being good, right? Shurutu sihat siyam. Now, that was all about moon sighting and all that, right? It was all about moon sighting. It might be a little difficult for us to understand, but inshallah, I hope we've got an idea about it. Right? Shurutu sihat siyam, the conditions of the fasting being correct. ونعني, and we mean بهذا ما لا بد منه لصحة الصيام. What we mean is these conditions must be present, right? من ركن, it's a pillar, or it could be a shart, a condition, right? So it could be a pillar or a condition. So these, for fasting, these conditions should be there. If they're not there, the fasting is void, right? There's no fasting at all. The first condition is الشرط الأول النية. Intention, right? Intention. The first is an-niyya. And lima rawahu al-Bukhari, what Bukhari has, Imam wa Muslim wa Abu Dawud wa Tirmidhi wa Nasa'i wa Ibn Majah wa Ahmad wa ghayruhum من أهل من أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Right? The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said إنما الأعمال بالنيات. That is إنما صحة الأعمال بالنيات. That is the correctness of the amal, right? The correctness. Siha is its strength or its health or its correctness, right? Sahih. فمن لا نية له لا عمل له. So whoever does not have any intention, there's no action for him. There's no act. There's no amal for him. Right? لا عمل له. Right? لا نية له لا عمل له. Because niyyah is so important. Your intention is so important. ومحل النية هو القلب بالإجماع. The place of the intention is in the heart, right? Many people, they have this innovation, right, where they have this dua, نويت أن أصوم غدا لله تعالى من صوم رمضان or من شهر رمضان, right? I make an intention that I will fast tomorrow and in the month of Ramadan, and so on. They have this, they spell it out, right? this is not correct, because mahal, the place of niyyah is wal qalb, it's the heart, right? And someone asked the question also, like for example, I didn't read the dua, so what should I do? I woke up in the morning, and so I should I change the dua, nawaitu an asuma al yawm instead of gadan, to fast today, right? But niyyah should come before the act. How can I make an intention during that? So will my fast become void? So all that is not there, alhamdulillah. ولا يكفي التلفظ بها باللسان, right? It is not enough, right? ما غفلة القلب عنها قطعا, right? Even though you're uttering with your tongue, your heart is somewhere else. You have ghafla. You don't have uh, you are distracted by something else, right? So it's not enough, right? تلفظ. أما التلفظ بها اللسان مع انعقاد القلب عليها فقد قال الإمام لا يشترط التلفظ بها باللسان قطعا. So except Hajj and Umrah, intentions are never pronounced, right? Except Hajj and Umrah. And Hajj and Umrah we say that labbaik Allahumma labbaik, right? Labbaik la sharika lak labbaik, or labbaik umratan, labbaik al hajj wa umratan, right? That is there only in Hajj and Umrah. That is when the miqat comes, we tell that. But for anything else, it's not there at all in the Sharia, right? Talaffuz is spelling out. Imam Nawawi says rahimahullah بها اللسان قطعا, there's no evidence at all قطعي إلا أنه لو تلفظ بها فلا مانع من ذلك, right? He says that according to him, this is a incorrect opinion. If he says it, there's no problem for that, right? This is what he says, but the correct opinion inshallah is that there's no saying at all. وتحصل النية بكل ما فيه قصد الصيام للصيام فمن تسحر ليصوم أو شرب لدفع العطش في الصيام نهارا. So he says وتحصل النية, the thing which is acquired by the niyyah, acquire بكل ما فيه قصد للصائم. So everything what the fasting requires. So niyyah should be, your intention should be what, what fasting requires, right? So a person, he does tasahhara liyasuma, so he wakes up in the morning. So I mean, niyyah should be of 100%. He says that means I cannot say, oh, I'll just not eat anything today. My intention cannot be, oh, I'm fasting, but I'll just drink everything. Or some people fast. In various religions we have this, they can drink water but they cannot eat anything, right? I mean, it's not called fasting in Islam, right? Fasting is everything which fasting is required. I mean, the term fasting includes فمن تسر ليصوم أو شرب لدفع العطش في الصيام نهارا أو امتنع من الأكل أو الشرب أو الجماع خوف طلوع الفجر كان ذلك نية إن خطر بباله الصيام, right? So it's in the heart. So even though like you're getting up in the morning, doing the sahari itself is a niyyah, right? You're doing the suhoor in the morning, tasahara, that is also a niyyah, because your action, or shariba, or is getting up and drinking water, right? Right? And is stopping from all those things, right? قبل خوف طلوع الفجر, because he might fear that fajr might come. كان ذلك نية, it is all niyyah. إن خطر بباله الصيام, because he doesn't want to spoil his fasting, right? So everything is an intention, right? Because your heart knows that you're fasting. لتضمن to include كل من هذه الأمور قصد الصوم. So قصد الصوم. So everything, whatever he did that, everything was for fasting. So even though, like, a person might say, I'll fast all the 30 days inshallah, right? So that is also intention, right? So this is required, or getting up in the suhoor, or eating, or stopping from things before fajr, right? I mean, so that he doesn't spoil his fast. All this includes niyyah. So niyyah is something which is an intention. We have an intention to fast, but some people are there who never have an intention to fast in Ramadan, and one day suddenly there's no food at home. No, there's nothing like that, that we have to have niyyah at night time or something. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's no dalil, there's no evidence for that we should have it night time. Nothing at suhoor time, right? Niyyah is just, in the beginning of the month, I have an intention, I'll fast all the days inshallah, right? This is what niyyah means. So that is enough. Khalas, it's over, right? That's it, because we have an intention to fast all the days. Some say it's not a purposeful thought. Like many people say, okay, I am having an intention now to fast tomorrow. There's nothing like that. Intention is just we have an intention. That's why we're waking up for suhoor. That's why we are doing all these things, because we have an intention, right? If we didn't have an intention, why would we wake up for suhoor? The issue of niyyah comes only when, I'll tell you, like a person doesn't fast Ramadan at all, right? He's not fasting Ramadan at all. And suddenly he wakes up one day and there's no food at home. And he had no intention at all of fasting Ramadan and so on. Now he says, okay, there's no food now, so I should fast, right? Now the problem comes here. Because before the fast, he didn't have an intention at all, right? Right? At the night. Now the issue of the night comes. Because I think he brings a hadith, right? The Prophet said about it, that a person who doesn't have an intention before the night, then he has no fast. So a person doesn't fast Ramadan at all. And I think this is where the hadith come. Yes, we have a hadith, but this is only for the person who doesn't fast Ramadan at all. Right? And then if it doesn't do the niyyah, then he cannot change, is what the issue. Like he wakes up at 10 a.m. He didn't eat anything since morning. And 10 a.m. he opens the fridge, doesn't find anything to eat. Right? There's nothing at all. So can he continue the fast? I mean, someone is sick and thought he will not fast, but before suhoor he is feeling, yeah, he can. Yes, yes, he can fast, inshallah. Allahu alam. Yeah, this is what we understand. Right? He can fast. But if someone is sick, no intention to fast, he wakes up at 10 a.m., right? And there's nothing to eat, or he doesn't want to eat. He feels like fasting. He cannot fast now. He cannot fast. Why? This is fine for a nafil fast. Like the Prophet ﷺ used to go to the house. He should ask, oh, is there anything to eat? Right? Is there anything to eat? Uh, they would say, no, there's nothing to eat. So he says, Idan ana saim, so idan inni saim, or then I'm fasting. Like, so he didn't eat anything before, right? And he came for breakfast or 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever. And then he asked, is there anything to eat? They said, no, then I'm fasting. This is fine for voluntary fast, but not for the fast of Ramadan, right? So if before suhoor, before the fast, alhamdulillah. Okay, so this is what niyyah is. ولكن هذه النية تختلف من حيث زمنها فيما إذا كان الصيام فرضا أو نفلا. So he goes into this topic, right? The time, zaman, the time changes in fasting, the intention, right? Fardan or naflan. If it is fard and nafl, it changes, right? فإن كان الصيام فردا فله حالتان. So there are two cases what could happen, right? There are two cases what could happen if the fasting is fard. حالتان. الحالة الأولى, the first case, أن يكون الصيام المفروض قضاء أو كفارة, right? The fasting here, it is qada or a kafara. Right? That is, the fasting is not the fasting of Ramadan. This is, you are recompensing. That is, you are fulfilling those days, right? What do you call? Right? You're completing those days later on, right? Like someone missed 2-3 days of Ramadan, so he is fasting later on. It is mandatory, right? This for, but this is not the Ramadan fast, the Ramadan, the time fair. So, or it's a kafara, like a person like Hajj, right? He was not able to cut his hair or something, yeah. So he should fast some days, or 3 days and 7 days, or something like that, right? So, aw nazran, or he made a vow. So this is all mandatory. Mutlaqan ghayra mahdudin biyawm. Right? He made a vow that if I pass in this exam, and I know many people, they do that. And also, it's not good to make vows. Right? If I pass this exam, I'll fast 7 days or 6 days and so on. This is not correct. It's like bribing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is, if someone made it, he has to fulfill it. But it is discouraged, right? To make a nazar. Right? This is there in other religions so much, but in ours is discouraged. Right? Inshallah. Please re-log in again. We'll continue with this a little bit more, inshallah. Jazakallah. So he makes a vow, A person makes a vow, right? He says, oh, if I pass in his exam or whatever happens, I'll fast these days without fixing a day. غير محدود بيوم, that is, he doesn't fix a day. He says, I'll fast 1 day or 2 days. Some people can fix a day also in as well. I will fast the coming Friday, or not Friday, we should not fast Friday. I'll fast the coming Thursday, right? If this is so and so happens, right? This is discouraged. We should not do this action. Allah doesn't require all this, things to make a vow. But if someone does it, he should fulfill it. وفي هذه الحالة اتفق الفقهاء. In this um, situation, اتفق, the jurists have been agreed upon that على وجوب النية له قبل طلوع الفجر. Even though the fast is not the fast of Ramadan, he should make an intention before Fajr. Okay. Oh, he cannot say, oh, he wakes up at 10 o'clock and he sees there's nothing here, right? He sees that, oh, there's nothing to eat, or he doesn't want to eat or whatever. Then he cannot say, I'll continue fasting. Oh, I actually had 5 fasts to complete of Ramadan, so I'll complete it together. No. Before Fajr comes, right, he should do it. Second cases, الحالة الثانية يكون الصيام المفروض لأداء فرض شهر رمضان. These are the fard obligatory of the fasting of Ramadan. أو لنظر معين بزمن معين, right? Or this is a fasting which is specific nazr, right? He says, I will fast the next day, or some بزمن معين. He has specified a time. وفي هذه الحالة اختلف الفقهاء. Now for the fasting of Ramadan, the scholars have differed. في وجوب تبيت النية من الليل. For the mandatory, that you should sleep before the niyyah or after it, right? Like tabit is bata yabitu, is to sleep. Like, so he's sleeping and he wakes up before Fajr to pray Fajr. Can he make an intention now? This is where the scholars have differed. فذهب الحنفية إلى أن أداء رمضان والنذر المعين يجوز بنية من النهار. So Hanafiya have said that it is fine, right? We can do for Ramadan as well as nahar, قبل الزوال. So they said that before Zawal, they should do. Before 12 p.m., they should do. Right? Imam Abu Hanifa and his companions. ولا يشترط تقديم النية من الليل. It is not compulsory, right, that they should do it in the night and so on. Right? Of Hanafiya have said that. And Ahnaf have said that. So this is what their opinion. They should do it before Zawal. So the sun should be on top. So before this, it should do. Right? وذهب أكثر أهل العلم إلى أن تبيت النية فيه من الليل شرط للصيام. But most of the scholars have said, no. Where did you get the zawal and all this? They said that it should be, I didn't understand. See, this is a second case, right? The first case was, it was of second condition. Yeah. Second case is, this is like Ramadan fasting of Ramadan, and right, this is Ramadan, and second, vow, but a specified vow or something, right? A specified vow. So for these two cases, are specified, or like I'll fast on Monday or Tuesday or but next coming Monday. So for these two cases, scholars have differed, right? So Imam Abu Hanifa said that it's okay. Like if you wake up on Ramadan and you didn't have an intention previous night of fasting, you were never fasting anyway. So you wake up and then before the Zawal, before 12 p.m. or whatever the Zawal time is, he should make an intention here. It's fine. But this is incorrect opinion. And most of them said that the night before, like you've said, right? Like you've said, أن تبيت النية فيه من الليل شرط لصحته. It is compulsory that the night they should have an intention. Again, the intention is only, this will come only for those people who do not fast Ramadan at all, right? فَمَنْ لَمْ يَقْدُمُ النِّيَّةَ لَيْلًا فَلَا صِيَامَ لَهُ. So the night before, having the intention to wake up for suhoor itself is an intention. Having, preparing for the sahari is also an intention. So everything is an intention, right? It's not, so partly what people say that you should have it night on the, it is correct, right? وهو قول عمر بن الخطاب وعبد الله بن عمر وبه قال الشافعي وأحمد وإسحاق, right? But it's not necessary to say it out loud and to have a specific thought in the mind or so, something like that, right? Intention is just getting up in the morning, right? A person who doesn't fast at all and suddenly he wants to fast, that will not be possible, right? واستدلوا على ذلك بما رواه أبو داود والترمذي والنسائي وابن ماجه وأحمد وغيرهم أنه صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من لم يجمع قبل الفجر فلا صيام له. أي من لم يجمع means من الليل بالنية. Whoever does not mix, unite, that is, does not unite with it with the intention, فلا صيام له, there's no fasting for him, right? So, because this is a mandatory fast, it's such a big thing that you cannot just suddenly get up in the morning and say, oh, Ramadan started, oh, I should fast today, so you started fasting, right? No, 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 no. You should know before it. You should prepare for it. You should do all the steps required, and then you can fast, right? You should not just directly jump into it. واستدلوا على ذلك أيضا بالقياس على ما اتفق عليه الفقهاء, and they also said according to قياس من وجوب النية في القضاء, right? For القضاء, the remain the what do you call recompensing fast والكفارة والنذر المطلق, فقالوا إن صوم رمضان صوم واجب, because they said that indeed the fasting of the month of Ramadan is wajib. فيجب فيه النية من الدليل كالقضاء والنذر بجامع الوجوب في كل. It is mandatory for Ramadan also, like we should have an intention for making up for the fast and for nazar also, right? It's not like we can suddenly get up and, oh, I want to fast. وهذه النية واجبة كل ليلة لكل يوم زاز لأنه عبادة مستقلة, وقال المالك يكفيه نية واحدة من أول ليلة من الشهر, right? So this niyyah is required every night. So just like he doesn't have an intention to wake up and say, oh, we'll see tomorrow. Oh, he fasted today, but for the second day, we'll see how the weather is in the morning, or we'll see how I feel. If I want, I'll fast. If I don't want, I'll fast. Right? This shouldn't be there. This shouldn't be there. It is required for every day, right? Because every day, so inshallah, we should have an intention to fast every day. And there are many people who do that. Like, oh, it's so sunny and it's so hot. So we'll see how the weather is in the morning, and he has an exam tomorrow on Monday. So if he feels fresh, then he'll fast. If he doesn't, he'll not. Right? So it happens all the time. Right? يكفيه نية واحدة. But Imam Malik and all said one niyyah is enough. And inshallah, this is the min awwali laylatin min ash-shahr, the first night of the month. So inshallah, this is one niyyah is also enough. That is, I want to fast 30 days. Right? وَأَمَّا إِذَا كَانَ الصَّوْمُ نَافِلَةً. So the so the first case had two sub branches, right? This is fard. Fard was, I mean, you're making up for fast, and the second is fast of Ramadan and specified wow. The second is it's a nafil fasting. So here there's no problem. فقد ذهب جماهير العلماء إلى أنه لا يشترط. There's no condition at all. He can see the weather. Oh, it's winter. I want to fast today, and he did not eat anything. Right? من الليل وإنما يجوز بنية من النهار شريطة أن تكون قبل الزوال. Here he has to do it before the zawal, before 12 p.m. or whenever the sun, before Zohar time, you could say. Before Zohar time, I mean 15-20 minutes before Zohar, he should make an intention. وَلَا يَكُونُ الْإِنسَانِ قَدْ أَكَلَ شَيْئًا مِنْ أَوَّلِ النَّهَارِ. And he should not have eaten anything or did whatever which breaks, eaten or drinking or drunk anything, right? He should not have eaten and he should not have drunk anything before. فَإِنْ زَالَتِ الشَّمْسُ وَلَمْ يَقُدْ قَدْ نَوَى. But after Zohar, suddenly he wants to say, oh, I didn't have anything to morning, let's fast today. فَلَا يَصِحُّ صِيَامَهُ. No, so we should do it before the zawal. كما أنه لو نوى قبل الزوال إلا أنه كان قد أكل أول النهار. So it is as if he made an intention before the zawal, but he ate something. He ate something, and فإنه أيضا لا يصح صومه على الأصح عند الفقهاء. So he ate his breakfast, and then he wants to fast. I think it cannot be possible. It's not correct. واستدلوا على ذلك بما رواه مسلم والترمذي عن عائشة أم المؤمنين رضي الله عنها قالت كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يأتيني فيقول, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم came to me and he said, عندك غداء? Do you have some غداء is lunch actually, but it could mean, do you have supper or do you have food? فأقول لا. I said, no, I don't have. فيقول إني صائم. He said, then indeed I am fasting. Right? فقالت فأتاني يوما, and he came to me one day. فقلت يا رسول الله يا رسول الله إنه أهديت لنا هدية. I have been given a gift. I got a gift. قال وما هي, and what is the gift? قلت حيس. حيس is, I don't know what حيس is. It's some desert or something. حيس or حيس, I don't know what it is. حيس. Let me check in the hadith. The dictionary is not able to tell anything. Yeah. Hais, and they also didn't translate. So it's some dish or something, I think. Hais. They also left it as hais. Right? We have been given some hais. So I don't know what hais is. Let me just check what dish it is. Ma hiya hais. 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 Oh, it's a place also in Yemen. They named it Hais. Ma'kul al Hais. Haisutam, yeah. Oh, it's some mixture or something. Right? It's a mixture. ما هو أحب الطعام عند رسول الله. He says, لقد كان أحب الطعام, قال كان أحب الطعام إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الثريد من الخبز الثريد من الحيس. So it's some mixture or something, bread, some recipe. Okay, it's some dish. Okay. حيس وسكرون مخلوط وقيل طعام يتخذ من زبد, from cheese or butter or something, and dates, you mix it up, something like that. Okay, okay. Let's continue, inshallah. So he was given hais. قال أما إني أصبحت صائما قالت ثم أكل. So he said, oh, as for I was أما إني, as for I أصبحت صائما. I think sense in the sense. Hais is a dish. Hais. Maybe autocorrect. Hais is a dish, and so he said, as for me, I was fasting. قالت, she said ثم أكل. Right? Then he ate. So he broke his fast, because voluntary fast can be broken. Right? There's no problem at all. وفي هذا دليل صحيح صريح. Right? It's a clear evidence على أنه يجوز للإنسان أن يصوم صيام التطوع بنية من وسط النهار. So it is possible for a person who is voluntary, so he can say that, right? He can fast in between also. كما أن فيه من الفوائد جواز الإفطار لمن كان صائما صيام التطوع على ما سنذكره بالتفصيل إن شاء الله. And it is also okay. There's no problem if he's voluntary fasting. He can break the fast also. There's no problem at all, right? He can do iftar. I mean, he can break it. هو البخاري في صحيحه تعليقا عن أم الدرداء, عن أم الدرداء, أم الدرداء رضي الله عنها. She Bukhari narrated from a تعليقا without any chain أن أبا درداء كان يقول عندكم طعام. So Abu Darda used to come رضي الله عنه and ask, do you have food? فإن قلنا لا قال فإني صائم يومي. Then I'm fasting today. Right? فعله كذلك أبو طلحة, أبو هريرة, ابن عباس, وحذيفة. So it was very common. It was very common. وأما, so this was one topic. Right? Inshallah. We'll just finish this. Inshallah, we'll do this from tomorrow. 2 paragraphs and we are done. وأما تخصيص جواز الصيام بنية من النهار شريطة أن تكون النية قبل الزوال، وذلك لأن الكلمة الغداء التي وردت في الخبر هي اسم لما يؤكل قبل الزوال، والعشاء اسم لا يؤكل بعده. As for this, وأما تخصيص جواز الصيام, as for the specifying that the fasting is okay بنية من النهار, it is a condition in the day. Sharitatun. Sharit, it's a condition, yeah, condition. أن تكون النية قبل الزوال. Right? It should be before the zawal. Right? فذلك لأن القلمة الغداء, because how did he get the zawal? Because the غداء التي وردت في الخبز. So it has been mentioned, because the Prophet ﷺ came and asked عندك الغداء. Right? So it comes from في الخبر, I mean in the, not khubz, sorry. في الخبر هي اسم لا يوكل قبل الزوال, because غدا, the lunch time for them was before the zawal. Nowadays the ghada is used for lunch and it could be any time, right? But previously the ghada means before zawal, because it was not eaten after zawal, after the moon, after the sun set, goes beyond the zenith. والعشاء اسم لا يُكَل بعده, and asha is not eaten before after isha. So these are two names of meals, right? Ghada means they used to eat before the Zohar time, yeah, before Zohar time, and Asha they used to eat before Isha time. So it is said al asha'u qabla al isha. So they used to eat food, then pray, and then sleep again, right? I mean sleep afterwards, Isha. Not like today, right? We eat after Asha ba'da al isha, right? Not like that. وَنَحْنُ مُبْتَعِدُونَ مُتَعَبِّدُونَ بِفَهْمِ الْقُرْآنِ وَالسُّنَّةِ, and what is ta'abbadu? And we follow and we seek, we worship, right? بفهم القرآن والسنة حسب مدلولات لغة العرب, and we follow what the Arabs spoke about it, right? We follow the language and what it guides to us. ولذلك فهمنا من كلمة الغداء مدلولها, and from the word غدا we understood that it should be before 12, I mean before zawal. وهو أنه طعام يكون قبل الزوال فأخبرنا فيه النهي. So that is why they made a condition that for voluntary fast it has to be before zawal, I mean before 12 p.m. or whatever, right? ما بعد الزوال على ما كان عليه من عدو الجزاء جواز النية فيه. So before, if you wake up and if you want to fast, you should do it before the zawal, right? Because the word ghada shows us that it was eaten before the zawal. So that is what he says, right? Okay, inshallah, that was there. And then he goes into another topic. So the niyyah should be in the starting of the night or in the night last, I mean akhiri, in the night. Inshallah we'll do this, I mean just a small paragraph he talks about it. At-ta'yin fi niyyah, can he specify something, inshallah, where he talks about that. Al-jazmu wa shakku fi niyyah. Now what happens if he has a shak, he's doubtful about it, right? So what he should do about it, right? All this niyyah topic we'll talk about, inshallah. So it's ما يترتب على الصيام بالاجتهاد من اشتبه عليه شهر رمضان لحبسه وغيره. So if he's imprisoned, what he should do, right? He doesn't know Ramadan came or not, he's in jail, what is do, and so many topics, right? At-tahayyul fil ijtihad, inshallah he has his topic of people of inmates also now, okay, right? Inshallah what people should, so that is why the benefit of doing an Arabic book is that we will learn so many things, right, which you've never heard or talked about it, because in English they don't translate all these books, right? Because English people are not concerned with all these things, they just want basic things, right? And we've heard enough of basic things, right? Inshallah. So jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakallahu khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون.